up so about week 31, and this is the 27th of July until the 2nd of August. And I have finally got to use my farmhouse summer collection. I've been wanting to use this collection all summer, and I finally got to use it for this week because we really were just at home this week. We really didn't do loads. We were doing some bits around the house. I was fully working. I do work a lot in August because a lot of my colleagues take time off. And with me not having kids and it's too busy for me to go away in August, I'll just work for them basically. So at the moment, currently I'm doing 14 days in a row, which I am tired, but I'm managing to find some downtime either side and, you know, just getting through it. And it's a bit of overtime that will pay for some holidays and some house renovations. So that's what I'm thinking of. But yeah, it's a really lovely collection, this one. It really suited what we did this week. We have moved into like an old cottagey style. It's actually an old mill, so it's from 1850. So it just suits the sort of, I don't know, the theme of where we're living now. So the first photo is a picture of the local park. So we have obviously moved and we live next to a park now, and I really want to find a walking route that I can do pretty much every day. It takes me about 45 minutes to an hour, because that's what I had in the last house. We had a golf course walk that we used to call it, and we used to do it every day. And it used to take you obviously the same time every day, so you knew how long you were going to be. And I just want to find something similar. At the moment, I'm just doing laps of that park, and it's fine and it's nice because I get to see all the dog walkers and things. But I would rather like a one-way route that I can do that's like a loop. So we'll see. Anyway, so that's a picture of the park up there. And then the two pictures that go in the middle are some house bits. So the first picture doesn't look overly interesting, but it's the vent that has been put into my craft room. So I had to get a vent put in to avoid condensation from the chimney that's in our snug downstairs. But before I could do any painting or anything like that, I had to get this vent installed. And Joe's dad came around and he did it for me. So that's very exciting. So that means I can now paint that room, which means then we can get carpets, you know, so it all moves, but it just takes time. So the second photo is actually a picture of me painting our bedroom and Mango just on the bed. So it was a bright yellow wall. I've now painted it over with white, like a primer, and then I'm going to paint it the actual colour that it's going to be. And I think we've gone with Farrow and Ball Skimming Stone, which is a really nice sort of beige, light grey, but yeah, it's just a really nice colour. I really like it. It's very cosy. So I think that's what we're going to do. So I've got some painting ahead of me. So I'm just going to put some two cut parts in between. They are quite similar, these cut parts. A lot of the stickers and a lot of the cut parts say the same thing. So you do have to be careful where you're putting them so you don't have like the same quote next to each other. But it's just a nice collection in general, really. I really like all the cut parts and all the bits that come with it. The last 6x4 that's going to go down the bottom is actually a picture of a Disney cruise ship, which is the Disney Fantasy. And that is because I had to get up at 4:50 in the morning to check in for our cruise. So it opens at 5. And not only do you get to check in on this day, you also can book the Royal Gathering, which is where you can go meet the princesses. And I know that you can meet them around the ship and things. But with it being, I think it's the last week of school holidays here, I just feel like the character meets are going to be really, really busy, and I don't really want to spend my time queuing. So I really wanted to try and get a slot for the Royal Gathering. So at least I've got some pictures with some of the princesses. So I did manage it, and I managed to get a really good check-in time for the cruise as well. So I think we we can arrive at the port at 11:45, which is nice because we are staying down in Southampton the night before. We can get up, have breakfast, get ready, and then walk over to the port and not be hanging around hours and hours, because obviously some of the slots are like 3 o'clock, so you know you've got to keep yourself busy all morning. So I'm quite happy with the 11:45 slot. So that's what I did on, I can't think what day it was now. Either way, it was a very early get up, but I'm glad I did it. And I remember sitting on my stairs in the middle, like 4:50, trying to remember my login password and all sorts. So yeah, it was the things I do for travel. It does make Joe laugh because you know, I'm getting up at all different hours for all different things because of time zones across the world and stuff. I am fully committed. Like I will be that one that gets up at 3 o'clock in the morning to get something and whatnot. So, and I do manage to get them. So it does work if you are willing to get up that early to do certain things. So the cut part I'm going to put next to the cruise ship is just like a little notice board. And I thought that was quite fitting because it was quite like an admin week, really. We were just doing bits around the house, obviously checking in for the cruise, getting things sorted. I am trying to set my desk space up at the moment just to make it a little bit more organised. It literally just has my work computers on there at the moment, but I do want to get my printer set up, and there's all sorts that we need to do, but it is slowly getting there. So yeah, we're just spending a lot of time in the house at the moment, mainly because we don't go away July and August, really. We might go away early July or something, or we might go away for like a little break in the UK, but we don't really go away in July and August. One, as I said, because it's school holidays, it's busy. My colleagues are away, so I can't really get time off at this point, and it gives me a break, in all honesty. We do travel a lot, and we tend to go in every other month, apart from the school holidays and things. So it does give me sort of a forced break to stay home and get things done, and it's quite nice. However, I do end up working, as I've said before, I do end up working a lot because other people are off. So the overtime is there, and I might as well take it whilst it's there. As I said, it all helps for house stuff and travel things and whatnot. So yeah, we are actually thinking about booking another little trip away, but I just need to make sure I've got cover for the cats. Obviously, with moving house and things, we had us set up in their old house, but now we've moved. Luckily, our neighbours are really lovely, and they've offered. So yeah, I just need to talk to them and get some dates sorted. So yeah, we've moved into an area with a load of cats, which is lovely because we've got lots of options, hopefully, for people to look after them, and we can look after theirs and stuff. So that's really nice, and yeah, I'm just really enjoying it. I really, really like where we are now. I love our house, I love our area, and I'm really enjoying it. So hope you've enjoyed this week, and I'll be back with part 2 shortly. Thank you very much. Bye.